Trouty asks, first Glenn Beck and now Kim Kardashian. Are subscription media sites the next celeb frontier, and will you?
The answer is yes. Will I have one? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, that's a really interesting question. I'd be really fascinated. I know Stefan's holding up the scope right now. I'd be really fascinated if I decided to paywall the Ask Gary Vee show or my content. What would happen? My intuition is that I would lose 90% of my audience, but the 10% that were the most passionate would find a rationale to pay for it. I do believe paywalls are an intriguing play. If you look at somebody like Howard Stern, went to a radio paywall. I think until he went back out into America's Got Talent, he almost disappeared off the face of the earth. He made a lot of money, but his brand took a hit. For example, I'm going to assume a lot of you, which are both one and the same, are going to buy a lot of Ask Gary Vee books or go to some of my speeches where this is a jab, the content is free, but it's a gateway to brand equity that then kind of allows me to monetize on the back end. I do think that there's a huge opportunity for paywall, subscription-based. I think there's a lot of money in it. I do think a lot of people are gonna go that route. I think you're gonna see moves by YouTube. I think as we have a long tail of micro celebrity, more people will go there. And so, Trouty, I do think there's a frontier in that. It is something I debate doing. I tend to believe more in the fact that I'm not a Beck or a Kardashian, so I don't have as much equity. I think at super scale, when you have broad awareness, you have a better chance of having meaningful scale in who will pay. I think there's more upside in me continuing to provide disproportionate value on this show and in my engagement to keep building up that equity. I'm looking for that depth. I don't have that level of width. But yeah, I think it's a very good business model, and I do think that people will pay. I do think, $8, $10, $12, $20 a month for getting what you really want is not out of the question if you have a lot of affinity for any content, sports, individuals, and definitely celebrities. And so, yes, and maybe.